I think we've done it. I think we may have done it. Let me know if you can hear me. And thank you. Welcome. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, replay viewers. I'm so happy to see you all here. If you are new to my channel, I am Chandra Sangat, Modern Medicine Woman, and this is my show, Moon Magic. So, Sonia, yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me. Apologies for all of the starts and restarts and all that jazz that went down in the last few minutes. So I'm going to go into my YouTube and make sure that I can see all your comments. Okay, good. I can see your comments. Awesome sauce. Yes, so do give me a thumbs up and a share. Feel free to share this on Facebook and on Twitter. And also if you're on Periscope, go ahead and give me some super hearts. I do appreciate all of that. So today we're going to do new moon manifestation. So we're going to learn exactly how to tune in to the moon and manifest effortlessly with her magical energy. So yes, we made it. Technical issues. I haven't broadcast for a couple of weeks now, and I just got totally out of the swing of things, and I think that's what's been going on with my technical difficulties. So first people couldn't hear me, and then I turned it on and off by accident. It was ridiculous. So hold on, let me fix this a little bit so you can see me a little better. There we go. Okay. So remember, give a thumbs up so this gets circulated to those who need it, and then feel free to share it on Facebook, Twitter, send it to your friends and your lovers, and I appreciate all the support. There is a link if you do wish to donate. It's paypal.me/Chandra Sangat. And then if you want a private reading, you can go to my website, simplerawcarolina.com. There should also be a link to that either in my profile or at the description, and I can also put it into the chat in just a moment. So let me get into this chat here. Oh, it's tripping out on me a little bit. Alright, here we go. I know, we need Magic Playground with Jason. For reals, you guys. Oh, nice! Chandra, there's another Chandra on Periscope. That's awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Let's get right into it. Now, this show, I made an announcement on YouTube just a couple of days ago about this show. We just had a new moon in Sagittarius, which is just amazing and phenomenal. And what I want to talk about is this is just the beginning of a much bigger thing that is going on that I'm doing for all of us. So it's for you and for me to be able to really tune in to the moon and really tune in and be able to make our wishes flow downstream so that we don't have to grind it out when we do manifestations. So, new moon wishing, it's basically a reminder for us to get clear on our dreams and goals, and then what we do is we write or draw them. We write them down or we draw them. So, I know I haven't seen you in a long time, guys. The secret to new moon wishing is to ensure that the wishes come from your heart and that you feel as that they've already happened. So that's really, really important, guys. Now, or ladies, we want to get really clear about what you want to get really clear about what you want. The new moon is the time to get super, super clear about it. If you aren't sure, ask. Ask your guides, ask your angels, ask that they maybe give you a new guide that will just help you with figuring out what it is that you really, really want. So you can basically ask your angels and guides to say, look, send me a new guide whose job it will be to help me get clear on what I want. So we can do that too. Now, once you've done them, you want to look over your new moon wishes and identify what it was that was the motivation for the wishes. Was it a feeling that you were going after? Was it a gap you were trying to fill? Because that will help you as you move along in the process until the next new moon. And then at the next new moon, we will then identify once again, what was it that we were wanting? How can we get more clear on it? So gratitude is the key. We have to have gratitude to manifest, and that's a huge part of what we're going to be doing. And I will guide you through this, but I just want to explain what exactly are we doing with the new moon manifestation. And then faith and belief. You have to believe and have faith that your wishes will come true. Imagine what it will feel like. Imagine what it will look like. Imagine, really feel what it feels like to have the thing, the feeling, the experience at the moment now, like in the present moment. That will be what really gets you into that wish, and what really helps it manifest into physical reality. Now, being clear and on what we want and expressing it effectively is very powerful. So we want to create affirmations for each of our wishes as well. And then we want to meditate daily. So an explanation about meditation real quick. What's going on, you guys? I'm so happy to see you all here. This is really exciting. All right. So get yourself into the receiving mode. Meditating alters the shape of your brain, like literally in the inside of your brain. There was an MIT study, and at the end of it, those who meditated for an average of 27 minutes a day average increased the gray matter density in the hippocampus, which is what regulates learning, memory, self-awareness, compassion, and introspection, and lowered stress. And they had a lower gray matter density in the amygdala, which regulates anxiety and stress. So it's like they shifted their brain by just sitting in silence and meditating. The thing is, the more relaxed you are, the more in the receiving you can be in, and the more your wishes will manifest without you having to do anything more than just wish. Seriously, I mean, it's really that easy, you guys. And with the moon backing us up, dude, like, we're gonna do some epic stuff this year. I'm gonna go through the moon in Sag this year through the moon in Sag next year, which will be next end of November, December, beginning of December. So epicness about to go down. I also have a lot of other things that are going to help us through the month. So today we're doing the new moon wishing because that's what we just had. We just had the new moon. And the closer that you can do this ceremony to the actual new moon, the better. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, when you do wishing, it can happen. It's just when you time it with the moon, it's just that much more powerful, and it's that much easier. It's like you're giving it up to the universe, and the universe is taking it with all its glory and power and fully moving forward with it. So I'm going to talk a little bit right now about how to meditate. I'm going to give you like about 9 steps of how to do it, and I will repeat all of these every single month as we go through our new moon phases. We will also do a full moon ceremony, and in between I will help you hold space. I will help hold space for you to be able to like get through the month and make sure that you are still flowing with the moon. We'll talk about what phases the moon is in every couple of days, and we'll talk about like some things that we can expect for each moon phase, and specifically what sign each moon phase is in, because that has a huge effect on our lives, especially as women. Women have 11 moon centers, and they switch every 2.5 days pretty much along with the moon. Now, your moon center may be different than anybody else's around you, any other woman around you, but the point is, more than likely, your moon center is switching at the same time that the moon is switching phases. So that's what I'm trying to say. Now, how to meditate. So you want to do this once or twice a day for 15 minutes, okay? If you don't have the time, like, trust me, guys, I'm not even trying to tell you what to do. This is just a suggestion, and I'm probably not going to do it every day, so don't even trip. Like, it's all good. But if you can, it's really good. Now, you want to turn off your phone, sit comfortably. We all know this. The first thing you want to do is sit and just listen to your breath, and then listen to the sounds of the room, and then go back to listen to your breath, and listen for a couple of breath cycles, and then go back and listen to the sounds of the room, and just kind of notice what's going on, and then go back to listening to your breath. You want to bring a mantra to your mind, maybe the affirmations, more on this a little bit later, or you want to chant Om Namo Narayani, which basically means I release all of my wishes to the Great Mother Creatrix who knows best. And it's really powerful. So you can just chant that Om Namo Narayani. And you just keep going over and over and over again. Or you can just say, I release my wishes to Great Mother Creatrix who knows best. It's part relinquishing responsibility and part surrendering. And because a big, huge part of making sure that we're manifesting from the best place, to make sure that our wishes come true, we have to actually let go of that desire. If we hold on to the desire, we could possibly get into the space of hoarding and lack, and always thinking of the lack of the thing, and that takes you out of the allowing mode. So though that may not happen, the best way to avoid it is just to let it go, to release the wishes and to not hold on to the desire for them, because the desire is a rocket of desire, like Abraham Hicks likes to say. And this all has to do with the magic playground that Jason and I always talk about too. You launch the rocket of desire and that rocket is off. And there's no need for us to hold on. If we hold on to the rocket, it's not going to reach to where it needs to go and actually turn into that epic firework or whatever it is that we want, right? So that's the point of that. Then in your meditation, you want to think of something or someone or some things or someones that you are really grateful for. Okay? And then you ask yourself, what do I want? See what comes up. Then place your hands on your heart. And this is when you release them into the universe, and you chant the mantra to release your wishes. Om Namo Narayani. And you can do that as long as you want. Or you can also say, for the good of all or not at all. And this we will do once a month. Now, I will guide you through every couple of days on which stage of the manifestation and what sort of mindset you can be in as you're going through, because once you're in the full moon, it's a totally different perspective. So new moon is all about wishing. It's like, what do I want? And I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to draw it, and I'm just going to put it out there. And it's all about getting clear about what we want. The new moon is, what do I want? That's it. The full moon is completely different, and we're not going to talk about that today because I want to leave that for the next 2 weeks, in 2 weeks. So, how to do magic moon wishing, moon magic, okay? What you will need is either pen and paper, or you can have like colored pencils if you want. And I just have my journal. The one thing you want to do is do a couple of separate pages, because we'll do one page for the wishes that we want, but you can also just rip that out, or however it is that you use it, and then we're going to burn it. Okay? I'm not going to do that on today's show, but on the next show I probably will. I'll set up my program so that I can do that. Now, you want to keep that one page with the wishes so we can burn it, because that's the easiest way to be like, that's it, I release it, we're done. But then the next pages we want to do for where we're going to draw whatever it is that we like, and we're going to write down the affirmations for each of the wishes that we're making. Okay? So, we're going to get going. If you need a couple of minutes, I'll keep explaining if you want to do this along with me now, or you can just watch the video and then catch the replay and just redo this part. And I think, let's see, where are we at? 17 minutes and 20 seconds. If somebody wants to put that into the chat, so they can go to that as soon as they come back in, and you can just rewatch the actual part about moon wishing. So, new moon magic. Wow, Angela, you did it. Yes, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh, Angela is sharing about having meditated before her surgery, which is really intense. And like the surgery was an intense sort of procedure, and that is so amazing. And they said it was the most magical, relaxing, successful surgery that I've ever had. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's fantastic. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. 17 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay. So you can use colored pencils to like actually draw. So the more energy you put into it, the better. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to first take a moment of gratitude. Write down 5 or 10 people or things that make you happy, and think about what you've been grateful for just about the last month, okay? So we'll take it like, 30 seconds. I'll give you a little bit of time. Thank you so much for sharing this out on Periscope. Thank you, Leanne. So first off, gratitude. What have we been, and I'm going to do this along with you guys, what people or things have you been grateful for about the last month? Because that's, we want to like keep it relevant and to the now. And send them love. Send those things love. And so as you're thinking of it, send them a little bit of love. So I'm just going to write down the names of 5 people, and I'm going to send them love. So here we go. Okay, so I've got a few people. I'm really super grateful for these people and the situations and the experiences that I have been in with them. And that's what I want to focus on. I'm a Libra, so all I do is relationships. I've been talking about this for a long time, and especially most recently as I am figuring out that in my own personal life, not just because I'm a Libra, but everything else in my life, based on my past experiences, just everything I do is through relationships. I don't do anything that is not somehow extremely intertwined with another human being, another soul, another starseed, another whatever. Relationships with everything. And it's with people for me. It's relationships, interpersonal relationships for me. So the things that I'm grateful for are the experiences and the physical manifestation of stuff that I appreciate to receive. Chandra, dude. Chandra on Periscope is also a Libra like me. So the stuff that I receive is because of the relationships and because of the gratitude that I have for the people in my life. So yes. You can definitely use colored pens, you guys. That's hilarious. I have this one I really love. Okay. Now, you could play music if you want, light a candle, light some incense. I cleansed this space a little bit. I was playing music throughout the morning, and I've been thinking about this for a long time and very intensely for the last couple of days, for the last probably about 4 or 5 days. So my space is full of this energy, but you can also start creating it with this gratitude. You just want to make sure that you're expanding this beauty. Now, first, before we get into actually thinking about the top 10 things you want to manifest for the next month, the top 10 wishes you really want to like consciously focus on for the next month, I want to talk about what the new moon in Sagittarius means specifically. So that's what we're going to do next, is talk about the moon in Sagittarius. Number one, the moon in the moon in Sagittarius is about getting away, meaning travel. Whatever you feel represents freedom. Sagittarius is a freedom-loving sign. It's a wandering sign. It makes, make a travel booking during this new moon's phase. Things will always get better. Sagittarius is about, it's a positive sign. It's a freedom-loving sign. It's like, yes, like it's the adventurer that always has a very optimistic outlook on whatever the adventure is. And I think, Sagittarius makes it extremely beautiful, but that's what we can focus on. So we're not just going to manifest because it's a new moon. We're going to manifest things that are related to this. So what will give us more freedom? What makes you feel like you're expressing and expanding? Jupiter will be in Sagittarius through the end of next year. So it's a massive time for expansion within every sign. So we'll always talk about this every single month as we talk about each moon cycle, each new moon cycle, to make our wishes. We'll also discuss how Jupiter is helping to just like blow the lid off of it, on top of it. So man, like traveling, I think it's the holidays, people are traveling anyway, but it's going to be way more than usual for many, many people. And you will notice like an abundant amount of travel this month starting now. And it will probably continue throughout all of 2019. Now, another thing that you can think of is to study. Sagittarius is the wise man, and it brings freedom because it opens us to other work opportunities. It opens our mind to new ideas, and that can bring us more money and more freedom. So in a way, that one aspect of studying can bring us more freedom. But studying also brings us mental freedom. Mental freedom because we shatter our old beliefs, and that's Sagittarius, and we shatter all of the things that we thought we believed in and that we thought were like correct and right, whatever it was. And we literally open our minds. So the other thing about Sagittarius is to keep an open mind, search for meaning. Sagittarius is the keeper of life philosophies. Stay open-minded. Work on some of the wishes that you're thinking of today for the month. How can we open our minds more? How can we shatter our beliefs in a way that will help us grow like so much more? Now, the next thing is to laugh. And so have fun and take risks. Ooh, the train is passing by. There you go. That's a big one, you guys. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Have fun and take risks. When those things happen, those are like massive signs from the universe. Like that had been planned this whole time that we were talking. It was like it had to happen at that moment, and that's phenomenal. I love it when things happen like that. It's like, boom, yes, expansion in that thought. So are you doing enough laughing and taking risks? Introduce some kind of spin of the wheel of fortune. Excess is encouraged, okay? This also brings in legal issues. It actually brings new energy. Sagittarius will bring new energy to ongoing legal battles. So changes of thought, changes of philosophy, changes of things like that. In good ways, expansions. Sometimes it might feel funky when you're in legal issues because I happen to be an attorney that not that many people know about. But there it is now for YouTube and everyone to know about. When you're in the legal system, it's like seems rigid and awkward, but Sagittarius like really like makes people think outside the box, and it facilitates new perspectives and new things. So it will bring some new energy if you're going through an ongoing legal battle. I don't really want to focus too much about that, but anyways, the point is to have fun and take risks, to open your mind and to laugh. So what things can we wish for that will make us laugh? You know, being with friends, being social. Sagittarius is the life of the party. So finally, be grateful. Know that you're blessed. Sagittarius brings us perspective. So use this time to get your perspective to where you are grateful and you know that you are blessed. So with all of that in mind, we're going to actually get into the manifesting. Now, what we want to do is this. Decide on your top 10 wishes in the coming 4 weeks and start to think about what can you commit to make the wishes come true. I don't want to focus on how. I just want to focus on little tweaks that you can do in your daily life to move, to have like a commitment and a determination for the wishes that you're making. But mostly right now, it's all about the wishing, okay? So let's take that piece of paper that you're going to burn or throw away or whatever it is. Also, you don't have to. You can just keep it in your journal and look back at it. You don't have to do any of the things that I'm talking about, obviously. But I recommend doing them because energetically it just helps. So we can write down 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the 10 wishes that you want to focus on for this month, for this lunar cycle. The lunation that we just had was the new moon in Sagittarius. And as you're thinking about all the things that I talked about, gratitude, expansion, laughing, taking risks, traveling, bringing expansion into your life and into your beliefs, what are the things that you want to manifest? What do you want? What do you want to do? Like, forget everything. And right now is the time to say, fuck it, I want this. And I don't care if you think it's going to happen or not. I want you to wish it, because the whole point of this whole series that I'm making is so that we all become epic manifestors along with the divine creatrix and along with the moon. We're literally going to manifest the most amazing lives that we never thought possible. And it's all going to be because we allowed ourselves to start with this phenomenal new moon in Sagittarius to let our dreams be big. Okay? So dream big and write down the 10 things that you want to do this month. I'll go through the rest of it. Yes, I know, giant yes from the universe. Let's do this, okay? So I'm going to do this with you, and I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. I know if new people are coming in, they're going to be like, what? So I'm going to write down my wishes, okay? All right, I've got mine. We'll give you a couple more minutes as I drink some water. Okay. So, as you can keep going through this if you're still working on it. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for me right now and the things that are popping into my mind as I've written down the 10 things that I could just think of right now and that I've been thinking about for a few days since I've been preparing for this program. But it's, first of all, whatever you thought of right now, just make sure that if you were just kind of like, if you're feeling like you're rushing through it or whatever, don't even worry about it. Like, you can always go back after we're done right now and reread it and redo it and really define what it is exactly that you want. A bath is really good. Somebody's asking, do you recommend incorporating a bath for the new moon manifestation? It's whatever you like, whatever puts you into the receiving mode. The thing that I would say is the bath is really good for right before the new moon and right after the new moon, because right before is the dark of the moon, which we will talk about once we get to the next new moon. The balsamic phase, and that's where you really release and relax, and taking baths is really useful because it keeps you in the receiving mode as you're in the very dark of the moon and wanting to do less and be more. If taking a bath helps you get into the mindset where you're just like allowing your mind to wish and dream and explore what it is that you want, then of course, I mean, whatever it is that you like, awesome sauce, Brenda, whatever it is that you like, you can do. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do. You can also wish for that. Like, you can say, look, this is one of the things that I want is better self-care, and one of the things that it is taking baths. So anyway, there's like infinite possibilities that you can do. It's not like a yes or no answer to your question. It's if that's what you want, then yes, and if not, then no. So anyway, okay. Now, what we want to do is actually take some time. So we will not do this together. I will let you continue this after I go through the different steps. Or you can actually do this as I'm talking. That will help. So the thing is, I won't be able to do them with you, but I'll do them as soon as we're done here. So you can follow along as I'm explaining the next few steps that you will want to do during this new moon manifestation. And really, it's like, it doesn't even really matter exactly how you do it. It really doesn't. It's like, if you just put it in your mind, like, this is what I want, and you're always manifesting. You're always shooting rockets of desire. The ones that are shooting out at the new moon are really like epically going into the ether, and the new moon is just like making them launch even faster and bigger and more intensely. But this is sort of a way to make a container for the wishes so that we can more mindfully do it in a way that we can actually track, which helps us really tap in. Because what happens is, once we tune into the moon, we're doing this so that we can get into the habit of tuning into the moon, and then you won't have to do this. Like, you will want to sometimes, but you won't have to. This is sort of like a training so that we can go into that space of flowing with the moon. You'll look up at the moon and you'll be like, aha, this is what I need to be doing today. And you'll just naturally do it. So it's a way to realign our ships downstream, our boats downstream, our canoes, whatever you want to call it. I think mine's a pretty darn big pirate ship, like the Jolly Rogers. I've been watching a lot of Once Upon a Time. And we're realigning so that the moon is taking us. And all we're doing is just like being, because we're human beings, we're not human doings, right? So let's be human beings. Let's realign our actions so that we can do that, okay? So the next thing is that what you want to do with these color pencils or not, just with pen, pencil, whatever, is to actually doodle or draw your wishes. So the more energy that you invest into the process, the better your results will be. So read your wishes through one by one, doodle them. What do they look like? What do they feel like? Visualize yourself as you're doodling and drawing them, having them visualize yourself having them come true. So you're already in the moment of it's coming true, or it's already come true, and it's already come into physical manifestation where you can feel it, touch it, see it, smell it. And what does that feel like emotionally? What does it look like? Be those feelings. Like, what does it feel like when the magic happens? Feel that as you're drawing it. And hold those feelings. Imagine the joy that you would feel, and continue to feel the joy that you would feel as you're drawing, as you're doodling, whatever it is, or as you're writing down whatever it is that you're, as your wish is. Now, the next thing that we want to do is make affirmations for each wish and write them down. So, the affirmations will be basically an I am statement about what it is it feels like. I know. That's so cool, Carla. I am, for example, an affirmation for each wish. So I actually have a wish to lose 10 pounds. I'll share that with you. So what is it that I want to feel? The reason, so I want to identify what it is that I want from losing 10 pounds, because the losing of the 10 pounds isn't actually what's going to motivate me. That's for me. For you, it might be, if that's your wish too, or whatever. The losing of the 10 pounds is because of the lightness feeling that I get when I lose weight. It's not even the number, it's just the contrast that I get from being lighter than I was. Feels amazing. That's what I want. So what does that feel like to me? So I am ecstatic at the lightness of the feeling of having lost 10 pounds. That's my affirmation. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I am ecstatic at the feeling of having lost 10 pounds, at the lightness of the feeling of having lost 10 pounds. And one thing that you can do, well, let's get to it. Let's get to the tips next. So write down, I am something for each of your wishes. I am joyful, I am grateful, I'm whatever it is that the feeling is that you want from the thing that you're wanting to manifest, because that will make it come. It'll make it come because it's so easy. Your body will want it so badly that it'll make the habit changing effortless, and that's a big part of it. Okay, so you want to write down an affirmation for each of your wishes. I am whatever it is, and then you end your meditation by releasing attachment to your wishes. So you can chant Om Namo Narayani, or you can say for the good of all, or not at all, or you can say this or something better now manifests for me under grace in perfect ways. Now, the next thing that you want to do is just get on with your week. You can take these wishes, and the affirmations could be on a different page if you're gonna take the page and burn it, and it's a really useful way to really transmute the energy and to physically show yourself and the universe that you really are allowing this to be taken by the Great Mother Creatrix, and that she will help you manifest them into physical reality. Now, next month, we will review what the wishes were. We will see which ones were coming true, which ones did come true, which ones are nowhere near coming true, and we'll reassess. But for now, we'll go with this. Now, some tips. You want to do 68 seconds of visualizing each day for each wish that you want. And this is just a guide, but the point is that once you're in that receiving mode for 68 seconds and you hold that in your mind, you're holding space for that energy, you're tuning your entire energetic field to the receiving mode of the thing, experience, person it is that you're wishing for. So that's the point of the 68 seconds. It's like you do it for a little bit longer than a minute, and your whole body, it's like it clicks the switch and you can really get into it, right? Okay, now the other thing that you can do to get into that space for the 68 seconds is to do affirmation writings, which that's not very descriptive at all. Because what I'm trying to say by that is, like, remember if you got in trouble and you had to write, I will not, do graffiti on the whatever, like Lisa Simpson or Bart Simpson. And that's a throwback that some people may not know, which is interesting. I digress. Write down your affirmations over and over and over and over and over. Put a little timer and just 68 seconds. Write down your affirmation and then hold the feeling, hold the sensation. I am ecstatic at the lightness of the feeling of having lost 10 pounds. I am ecstatic at the lightness of the feeling of having lost 10 pounds. I can literally get my body to lose 10 pounds just by sheer will, by writing that down. So do that for all of your wishes. Write down. It's one of the easiest ways. If you wish to, and it really is like a mindless sort of way to do it in a good way. It's kind of like you don't even really have to sit there and think, what was it that I was supposed to meditate? And oh my God, sometimes my mind is all over the place, you guys. And I'm like, I don't remember what the heck was I supposed to be thinking about. I don't know. The dogs are coming in and out. My daughter's asking me questions tune that all out. Just write down your affirmations. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. It's a powerful phrase. Whenever you can use I am in your manifestations and your affirmations, do it. So write them down over and over. They will literally come true just from doing that. And I would love to hear next month from all of you on how you did it and how it came to pass. Let's see where this goes, right? Let's go on the adventure of seeing where this goes. Awesome, Carla. I'm so happy that you're liking this. Now, release your wishes so you can take that sheet and burn it. I'm going to do that once we're done here. And it's I like the burning of it for several reasons, but it's because it's kind of like throwing it out into the ether and letting it transmute it into physical reality. It's energetically epic. It's exactly what we talk about. Magic is magic, and we have to allow magic to do the work for us. We cannot physically, I could just cut off part of my arm. I don't even think that's 10 pounds. How much would I have to actually physically cut off my body to lose 10 pounds, right? I have to let the magic do the work for me, because I cannot physically do the things that I want to do with the wishes. And the more we wish for things that we have to allow for magic to do, the more amazing the magic will be and the more mind-blowing, and it's going to be incredible. And then finally, you can chant the Om Namo Narayani. I release this to Great Mother Creatrix, who knows best? The Great Mother knows best. And you're done. So the whole process doesn't have to be very long. I think for me, I love doing these sorts of things, and wishing has always been one of my favorite things to do. And then it's about wishing and putting yourself into the receiving mode. That's it. So these are all very practical ways in which we can do that. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you've received the best value and the best, sort of guidance from it. And I look forward to continuing on this journey with all of you. I really, really appreciate every single one of you being here, continuing to watch. I think like we've all been on here for this whole time, and I'm so excited. I love this. So while we may not have that many people watching at a one particular time, I love that it's just the group of us who are doing this together. And the fact that we are together on this journey, whether we, people say like fall off the wagon or not or whatever, it's like, I'll get to that question, Nazia, in just a second. Whether we fall off the wagon or not, I don't even care, because the whole fact of just being here talking about new moon magic and new moon wishing and new moon epic manifestation is amazing, because we've literally, all of us, just gotten on a massive ship and we're on our way to some of the most beautiful things that we've never seen and that we could never imagine, because we're on this. And I will hold as much space for you as I possibly can. I will be there for you as much as I can, and I appreciate your support, because that holds space for me. I appreciate you coming into the broadcasts. I appreciate the hearts and the super hearts, on you're very welcome, Blessed Intuitive. Very welcome, Dee. Thanks. Yeah, I'm so happy to share these moments, but it's like, I really appreciate you being here and you showing your support and coming into my other shows, because that helps me to keep doing this. It's like the give and take, right? It's the giving and receiving energetically is really amazing. And the more I give, the more I receive. And the more you give, the more you receive. And it's just a really, really nice cycle of goodness that gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so freaking excited. You guys have no idea. I'm like so pumped right now. I'm ready to like go run a marathon, except not. But like I have the energy, like I feel like I can. And I just thank you so much for being here. I hope that I will see you on the next broadcast. And more than likely, just to explain a little bit, I will probably be doing the new moon show and the full moon show from home, and the rest of the days, because I have like crazy long days, especially for the next like 3 or 4 weeks, I'll be doing 10-hour days, and I work an hour from home, so that's like gnarly in a good way, though. I love it. The sun is always shining, and I live in a beautiful place, and I get to see either like beautiful trees or mountains or snow or whatever. Anyway, I'll be broadcasting from the car. So I've got my new headset that I got, and I hope the sound is good, and it's really important to me that you can hear me well on those, and that it looks appealing, because like crappy videos are crappy. So anyway, but I will be providing support for those moons, for those different moon phases, for the different signs that the moon is in, and to help you stay on track with these manifestations. Because believe it or not, really, I mean, we all do everything for ourselves. Like, let's just be straight up. Like, I'm doing this because I want to do this for myself, and by providing support for others, it provides support for me to continue to do this, right? So, I'm so excited about this, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you all again really soon. I'm gonna go ahead and end the broadcast, and I hope that you have an amazing weekend. And I think the next moon sign, oh, I'll share, oh my God, I have so many ideas. I have an app that you can download that you can see all the moon phases and blah, 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 blah. Apps-a-freaking-lutely. Woo! I love that. I've been teaching my daughter supercalifragilisticexpialidocious because Mary Poppins is coming out. Speaking of wishing and magic and epicness and women and power and yes. So I'm so excited for that. But anyway, I will be sharing tips and tricks and things that we can do practically, and also how to really stay in tune with the moon. The next moon phase, I believe, begins tonight. So we're just on the end of the new moon stuff. I will probably broadcast tomorrow, so that might also be from home. And then during the week, it'll be from like on my way to work. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.